I don't know what to say. That was absolutely crazy. That was the wildest game I have ever seen in my life. I have no idea how I'm going to sit here right now and tell you this. I mean, look, I've been pulling on my hair all night long. 14-12 is the final score. We're going to go through everything. So let's start with the box score. 14-12. Incredible. Absolutely credible. 14-12. The Yankees win 20 hits to 15 hits. The game lasted 5 hours. It was absolutely insane. Chapman ended up getting the win. Cole Stewart ended up getting the loss. And Green got his first save of the year. Are you kidding me? Let's just start with the last play of the game. Max Kepler up at the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. I don't think you could hit the ball any harder. Literally, I give props to the Yankees. They didn't do everything right, but my goodness, they did everything right when they needed to. Because, are you kidding me? Can somebody find me the catch probability of that last hit? Max Kepler, ball into the gap. Again, if you have not watched this game, I recommend go watching the entire thing in its 5-hour entirety. It is the game of the year. But my goodness, Max Kepler hit the ball on the screws as hard as you could hit it. And freaking Aaron Hicks lays out, makes a diving catch on the warning track to rob the game of Max Kepler. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, talk about the offense. I mean, like, yes, you score 12 runs. That should be enough in and of itself. But, oh my gosh, we left the bases loaded twice again in the last 2 innings. We cannot be doing this against the Yankees every single day. I'm not going to give the offense too much crap. It's not their fault. We're going to go through the pitching in its entirety as well. I wrote down so many things that happened for the pitcher side of things, but my goodness. Okay, so let's just go through the innings. Did we score first? No, we did not. Did we score 6 runs? Yes, we did. Did we limit them to 6 runs? No, we did not. Did we find a way to lose? No. Did we find a way to lose? Yes, we did. But let's start with the 10th inning. I mean, how incredible is this? So we didn't score in the first inning, but we scored in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings. We were up 8-2. And then we were up 9-5. And we still ended up blowing it. They had 5 runs in the 8th inning. We had 2 in the 8th. They had 2 in the 9th. We had 1 in the 9th. And then they had 2 in the 10th. Are you kidding me? Let's just go through it. The first inning. We'll start with the first. Aaron Hicks walks to lead off the game. You know that's bad. But then Edwin Encarnacion doubles, 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. Freaking Didi Gregorius. The twin killer. My gosh. You give him a fastball, he's gonna drill it. I don't know why the Twins don't understand this. That is the easiest thing to see. A guy who hits fastballs, you throw him a first pitch fastball, he destroys it. He did it more than once tonight. So we're down 2-0. We score in the bottom of the second. Eddie Rosario doubles to lead off the inning. Arise comes through, makes it 2-1. The 3rd inning, we go back to back with the same 2 guys who went back to back last night. So we went back to back on back to back nights. Polanco gets his 15th home run. Cruz gets his 21st. Back-to-back home runs. We have a 3-2 lead. As I mentioned, we continued to score. 4th inning, Castro leads, Andre Yanza leads things off with a double. Castro singles after the wild pitch. We're up 4-2, and this was our big inning in the 4th inning when we scored 5 runs because then Max Kepler flew out, but Polanco singled. Cruz was hit by the pitch, and that meant bases were loaded. Rosario grounds out, but we did score the run. It was 5-2, and at this point, Miguel Sano comes up. Let me tell you, I am officially on the Miguel Sano train, but it's for a different reason. It's not because, he's a guy who's going to go up there and, hit a home run. It is because he has developed his eye. And yes, he still strikes out. I understand that. But this man has taken very, very good approaches to the plate in the last, week or so. And he's been rewarded for it because that was an incredible at-bat. Full count. Or it wasn't on a full count. It was on a 3-1. He threw it right down the middle. Of course, this is a pitch Miguel Sano needs to crush, and he did. It was 8-2. Of course, then we scored in the 5th. We were up 8-2. They scored in the 5th as well, though, with Aaron Judge singling, Edwin Encarnacion singling, and Didi Gregorius, another first pitch fastball. We're going to go over pitching here in a little bit. That is unacceptable. Kyle Gibson was the guy who gave it up. Absolutely unacceptable, Gibson. You know better. Not that he's watching this video, but that is absolutely unacceptable. Why? And I wrote this down. He threw so many first pitch curveballs. Literally, he threw a first pitch curveball to Hicks, Judge, Encarnacion, Voit, and Sanchez, all in that inning. The one person he did not throw a first pitch curveball to was Didi Gregorius. Are you kidding me? Of course he's going to look for it. That is what he hammered last time. Unacceptable, but we were still up by 3. And we even scored another run in that inning when Polanco hit a double, which scored Castro. Polanco had a big night, so Castro got on the board, made it 9-5. And the reason I'm telling you guys all this is because it was a freaking slugfest in the bottom half of the innings here. So 8th inning, they score 5 runs. And we're going to talk about this inning. This is the inning that absolutely screwed us over. And you know what? I don't think maybe we would have won this game because of it, but absolutely ridiculous call by the umpire. Absolutely unacceptable. You thought throwing a first pitch fastball to Didi Gregorius was unacceptable? No. These calls that this umpire made were atrocious. That was the worst umpiring accrue I have ever seen in my life. Those were awesome pitches, and Duffy got absolutely screwed because of it. Baldy and the pitching coach, I think, were the two guys who got tossed from the game. They got tossed at the wrong freaking point in the game. I mean, I'll tell you this in a second, but Gleyber Torres walks. Can't lead off with walks. Urshela doubles, Tauschman doubles, and Aaron Hicks strikes out. So there's 1 out. Bases are not loaded now because of the double, which scored 1. It was 9-6 with runners on second and third. Judge doubles. It's 9-8, and you're like, okay, it is still, we are still in this time right here, right? We're still in this. We're up 9-8. Edwin Encarnacion strikes out. Okay, you are 2 outs away. You're 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Luke Voit steps to the plate. Are you freaking kidding me? That ball was a strike from Duffy, and that is unexcusable. That was a strike all the way. It was in the zone. I'm not even saying this as a biased Twins fan. That was in the zone. Everybody knows it. Absolutely awful call. And I know the guy wasn't calling low pitches all night, but that was in the strike zone. That's a bad call. Then Didi Gregorius, it's another double. Imagine that. So it was 10-9. You know what? Thought it was over. I didn't think it was over, but you know what? Definitely demoralizing. Baldy gets tossed. He got tossed at the wrong point. Should have gotten tossed immediately after that guy, when Duffy threw that pitch and it wasn't called. But he waited too long, I think. Not that it would have done anything, but just got tossed at the wrong point. Made it look badder. Worse, in my opinion. But then Eddie Rosario comes up, singles off the glove of the third baseman. That was huge because then Miguel Sano absolutely tanked on a home run. 457 feet straightaway center over the bullpen. Absolutely insane. You probably hear it in my voice. Lost my voice because of it, but absolutely insane. Thought that was it. I don't know what the score would have been at this point. Probably 11-8. I mean, granted, you can't play the what-if game because, if we don't give up that walk and he gives up the double and they take the lead, do we get that pitch from Britton? And does Miguel Sano hit the home run? Who knows? But Miguel Sano hit the home run, his second of the night. His was 100 on his career for him. That was huge. Thought it was over, but we head to the ninth. fly out, 2 outs, because this is Taylor Rogers. The second time he's blown a save this year, and this is what frustrates me about this 9th inning the most. Freaking Rogers was curveball, or slider, whatever he calls it. Slider. Why didn't he go fastball? It should have been fastball to Mike Tauschman. Why is he throwing freaking sliders in the dirt? Literally, I get that it's lefty on lefty and you want to get that breaking ball away because that makes sense. That's what you want to do. You want to get him to chase. But when you have a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, throw it at his head. You don't have to hit him, but throw it in that top part of the zone. Literally what you did to Urshela the pitch before. You need to get ahead and you need to attack the zone. Why are you walking the 9-hitter? Because guess what happened next on the first pitch of the freaking at-bat? Aaron Hicks, the former Twin, tees off on a 95-mile-per-hour piped fastball. Literally, you couldn't have put it on a tee anywhere else in the zone. It was right down the middle, tees off on it, 12-11. What can you do? I mean, then is 100%. I don't know if that's on Garver, if he's calling this at this point, if it's on, Rogers for mislocating the pitch, if it's on, the pitching coach or whoever, Wes Johnson. I don't know whoever is calling the pitches if it's not Garver. That is unacceptable. That is so bad. Why are you're messing around with the 9-hitter and you give the leadoff guy a pitch right down the middle? Pulling my hair out, just telling you what. But then in the bottom of the 9th inning, again, it's just bad baseball. Like, it's great baseball for what we did. We got the bases loaded, 3 consecutive walks. Literally, Chapman had thrown 17 pitches, and 5 of them were strikes at one point. And then Jorge Polanco comes up. I thought the ball was in the gap. It was right to the left fielder. It's fine. It scores the run. We were tied up at 12. But again, first and second with 1 out. What do you do? Nelson Cruz had a hard ball to center field, okay. Eddie Rosario hit a hard, or no, it wasn't hard at all. I thought it was going to get over Didi Gregorius' head, but it didn't. I mean, just what are we doing? Come on. And then, again, in the 10th inning, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we load the bases again. Miguel Sano strikes out on a bad call again on a curveball. Not his fault, but Gonzalez walks, Arise walks, and there was a great play there by Didi Gregorius. But then Mitch Garver loads the bases again with a walk. 2 outs. Kepler, hardest hit ball you could possibly imagine, into the gap, should have won the game. And freaking Aaron Hicks makes an incredible play at the wall, at the warning track, makes a diving catch. I don't know what to tell you. Like, let's go back to the box score here. Gibson, 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Too many walks. Otherwise he did fine. He couldn't find the strike zone, and it was because he kept throwing that curveball for a ball. He could not locate his slider, curveball, whatever you want to call it, and he kept throwing it first pitch. He's got a good sinker. I don't know why he's not attacking these right-handed batters. Almost everybody in the Yankees lineup is right-handed. Why is he not throwing the sinker inside, trying to break bats? It blows my mind. I just don't understand. Obviously, like, I get that I'm not, the pitching coach. I get that. I'm just a guy watching the game. But, like, that, it's pitching 101, right? A sinker breaks right-handed bats. Why are you not throwing it more? It's exactly what, the announcers were saying. He's not throwing his fastball. He's leaving his sinker up. 2 things that should be easily fixed throughout the game, and they weren't. And Gibson paid for it. Stas sank. Oh, my gosh. Incredible. Major League debut, struck out Judge. He had 3 strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs, 4 hits, 2 innings. Incredible. Incredible Major League debut. I wish this video could be all about him, but incredible Major League debut. He did great. Parker came in and absolutely sucked balls, man. I don't know what else to tell you. He absolutely could... I don't even know what to say about Parker. He's going to get DFA'd tomorrow. And if we don't make a pitching change tomorrow, I don't know how many people are still here. But if we don't make a pitching change tomorrow, if we don't go out and get somebody, I'm going to put it right here, right now, we lose the season. We lose first place. I don't even know if we make it to the wild card because this is absolutely ridiculous. That might be a little bit of a stretch. We're probably going to make the wild card. But I say we don't win the division. I will absolutely change my mind if we don't make a play tomorrow. Or today, whatever, I don't care. By the 24th, 25th of July, if we don't make a play, we're done. I'm calling it right there. And that's not because I don't have faith in this team. It's because every single day, it is a different reliever that sucks balls. And it is awful because I've told you this before, I don't think it's all on the pitchers. I think it's on how they're scheduled. You cannot have, Parker go out there in the 6th inning and then have him go out there in the 7th inning and then have him go out there in the 9th inning for a time and then have him go back out there in the 6th. It's not a pattern. He needs to be the designated 7th inning guy, 8th inning guy. He needs to do that, and he needs to get out there every day or every other day. You cannot have him sit on the bench for 2 weeks and then bring him in a spot like this. Absolutely unacceptable. And, he pitched 1 out. He struck the guy out. That was it. And he had 3 hits, 4 runs, and a walk. Are you kidding me? And then he brought in Duffy. Duffy pitched 1 out, got absolutely screwed of the strikeout, so his numbers are a little bit inflated. 1 run. It was an earned run, a walk, and a strikeout, but that sucks for him. It set up Harper for 1 out. I mean, Parker pitched 1 out, Duffy pitched 1 out, Harper pitched 1 out. Harper gave up 1 hit, and he was clean across the board. Rogers blew the save. I already talked about that, but you got to be smarter when you're pitching against a lefty. I think you got to go at him, especially with the lead against the 9-hole with 2 outs. Go at him. Stop messing around. And then Stewart wasn't supposed to pitch today. Come on, I think we can all agree with that, but he gave up 3 hits and 2 runs in his 1 inning of work in the 10th inning. You just can't do that. I mean, it's not really his fault, but you can't do that and expect to win. I think we got incredibly lucky with, Chapman kind of sucking, Ottavino kind of sucking with walks, but we got absolutely lucky to even be in this game, I think, this late, and, it just sucks, but, that's bad. When you got, I think the start by Gibson wasn't great, of course we know that, but he gave us 5 innings, he put us in a spot to win. Stasang did great, he did fine, and Parker blew it, Duffy blew it. Not his fault, though. I'm going to count it, but not really. Parker blew it. Duffy blew it. Rogers blew it. Stewart blew it. 4 of our 6 guys gave up runs. We need to make a move. And like I said, if we don't make a move tomorrow, we blow it. I'm done. Season's over. But, another problem is they went 7 for 21 with runners in scoring position. They did it. It was all Didi Gregorius, but we went 4 for 16. We left 13 guys on base, including the bases loaded twice at the end of the game in the last 2 innings. Can't be doing that and expecting to win games. I mean, like I said, though, it's not entirely our pitching. It is our offense. Not that we didn't score 12 runs tonight. Again, should have been more than enough. But when your pitching's not good, you're going to allow people to win games like this. And as tough as that is, you've got to be better. You've got to be better offensively with runners in scoring position. That's a given. You've got to be better in the bullpen by throwing strikes instead of trying to work around the 9-hole hitter. It's common sense, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blowing steam here, but, most of these guys did fantastic. Every single Twin got a hit. Granted, they had 15, but, what can you do? We should. I'm not even gonna say we should have won this game, but it's just let's go through it. Kepler 1 for 6, had the worst night of anybody probably. But no runs, no RBIs. Kind of got screwed there at the end. I mean, a great play by Hicks. What can you do? But he had the worst night. I mean, then you had Polanco 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs. Cruz and a home run. Cruz with the home run went 1 for 5 with 2 runs and an RBI. Eddie Rosario 2 for 6, 2 runs and RBI. Sano 2 for 6 with 2 home runs, 2 runs, 5 RBIs. Gonzalez 1 for 3 with 2 walks. Arise 2 for 5 with a walk and an RBI. Adrianza 1 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 walks. Castro 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs, and then Garver with 2 walks. That should be a win in my book. But in all positivity, Polanco's been hitting the ball well. Cruz has been hitting the ball well. When they make contact, they've done well. Sano's been doing great. We hit 4 home runs tonight. Should we have won this game? Probably. I'm not going to sit here and say, they beat us. They did beat us, but we had chances. And that's why this game is very frustrating. I mean, it was the game of the year. All right, I'm not going to complain too much about that. These games do happen. But, there are so many obvious problems that lie within this team. And it doesn't seem like management wants to do anything about it. You know what? I'll put it out there. I don't know how, important waiting until the trade deadline is. I'm sure there's money involved and stuff, but what is the difference between now, July 24th, and July 31st? What is the difference between 6 days, except for the number of wins you're giving up? Because I think it's more important now. Luckily, Cleveland lost tonight, right? They got walked off by the Blue Jays, but what is the difference besides money? That's the only thing I could think of. And wins, that you are not picking up a problem that you need to have solved now instead of waiting a week to get it done. Again, this issue could be solved with 2 or 3 guys in the bullpen. Not saying that, they're not going to make mistakes when they get here, but when 4 of your 6 guys give up at least a run every single day, that is a problem. That is a major red flag, and that needs to be solved. Again, it's right here. Pick up a reliever, and again, you will probably do better. But a tough loss tonight. Again, this was probably a big rant. I wanted to break down everything. I think I got it all. It really, really stinks. But what can you do? There's always tomorrow. Bullpens are going to be stripped tomorrow. So hopefully, I think it's Odorizzi, right? He's got to give us a good performance. He's capable of doing it. He's got to give us a good performance. And that's all we can ask for. But this is one of the greatest games of the year. It just didn't go in our favor. Lots of reasons, but we got to get him tomorrow. We have to get him tomorrow. And at least tie the series, take the series, this series, but tie the season series. It's going to be a long week, I tell you what. But if you guys watch the whole video, I really want to know. Gosh darn it. What could we say? Let's go Odo. Hashtag let's go Odo if you watch the entire thing. I know it was a stretch. I'm sorry about that, but maybe you guys agree with me. I want to know everything, what you're thinking about this game. Do you agree with me? What do you disagree with me on? What do we need to fix? I know it's the bullpen, but let me know, guys. I want to know your opinion on everything in this video. It was a major discussion topic. So, again, let's go Odo. Hashtag let's go Odo if you watched the whole thing. If you guys missed yesterday's video, click above my head. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. But thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.